play. Oh, gamer, my gamer. What's gamer, my gamer? Drama, drama, drama. DJ drama. Finishing Heck Roomy. Finishing. There we go. Cool. Games, Goons, Goblins. Let's look at the map. On the map, on the map, on the map, on the map. I'm the map. Cool. Okay, what are we doing today? Galvantula, Galvantula. Galv, Mag, Ursar, Arbok, Karn. I know we can beat this with Ape. Is there anyone else who can beat this? I guess Megalopunny could also beat this. What would they bait in? They'd be showing Outspeed Oko. This would be showing maybe Slow Kill. That's Outspeed Oko. That's Outspeed Oko. So this is Ursaring clicking Facade. Actually, is this Ursaring clicking... we can't do Megalopunny. We'd have to get U-turn to want to do that. Alas. What up, Forced Side? How you doing, big dog? Forced Side. What up, Mantra Crunch? How you doing, guys? I mean, I know, obviously... Aaron, how we doing? The whole squad's here. I know we could do this with Ape you're doing. Damn. Yeah, dog. That's heartbreaking that Flash got giga screwed like that. It was like such an unfortunate series. It was like a crit into a bad roll. Shit sucks. This game is bad. Flash is a good player. Flash will have beaten Run and Bun 6 times before I even sniff the Elite Four. Yeah. Yeah, he plays fast. He plays very, very fast. I am jealous. I am calm, cool, collected, and measured. We all can't be Flash. What was I going to say, though? I hate having to deal with this Switch AI. Because I would have to, if I want to lead with Ape, because I believe Ape, well, actually, let's just see what Ape baits. Maybe I looked at this wrong. So this is Fake Out, Overheat the KO. We'd be showing Dead to Slow Kill. Fun? This fight isn't fun at all. Outspeed Oko. Slow Kill. Outspeed Oko. So this is this guy. See, I have the perfect position to... We'd have to go Shed Shell on Ape. I have the perfect position. Actually, wait. If we do this, then that's like almost all of our Shed Shells. Yeah. Because I would love to go on Scorching Sand / Psychic. We could go into Honchkrow. And Honchkrow is just immune to both. But then that's like our Shed Shell right there. Or can we just lead with... Our birds aren't fast enough. Darts wouldn't do this. No way, like Life Orb Darts gets there. That gets pretty close. That's crazy. B lead? Oh, B can okie doke it, right? I didn't even consider about B okie doking it. Because I was like, this is just always going to be webs going up. I've been enjoying Run and Bun a bit. I'm enjoying it more than I expected. Oh god, I want to make this camera lower, but I fear I'm going to knock it over. Definitely liking it more than I would expected I was going to, but it's still a fucking hard-ass game. It's a very challenging game, and I do not... Some days I don't enjoy it. But I will be glad to have beaten it at some point. I will beat it. No question about that. Would it fast kill over webs, though? Like, if we pre-damage B, I guess this would be B taking a lot of damage. They don't want to, right? I don't know what Sticky Web's turn 1 AI is. Is TE... Oh, it's 12. Really? That's crazy that it's plus 12 for Sticky Web sometimes. That's nuts. That's insane. Is T the new run and bun? All these freaking acronyms, bro. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah. Is there like a expected release? It's like sometime in November, right? I was hoping so you can kill it with B and take no damage. Come roll with what's up. Oh yeah, true. Coming out before the end of the year. That's what I'm really hoping, really hoping to beat Run and Bun before that. Yeah. Yeah, so if it doesn't see slow kill, we could always like Mega Evolve, go like, I guess we go like Drill Run Leech Life to heal as much. Really? I'm surprised this is one of your faves. We could go, yeah. Yeah, that's when someone told me about that, I was like, fuck, as soon as I beat Run and Bun, there's going to be another one. There's so many cool games to play. It's sad that there's... It's a gift and a curse that there's so many cool challenge games to play. Drill Run. Yeah, it'd be like Drill Run, Leech Life. Unless we want a U-turn on the kill, right? If B's just up fucking around doing what B does, it is showing dead to slow kill from Ursaring. Aaron Crystal. No, not more games! Not more games! Outspeed Oko. Yeah. That is kind of a shame that this bait's in Ursaring, right? Infinite games, but no. Unlimited bacon or infinite games with no games. Infinite games but no time is the memoir of my life. Okay, let's learn how Sticky Webs works. Believe it. You see it so... Oh wait, we're never gonna know. You see it so infrequently. Grounded foes. Grounded foes end by 1 is what I was looking for. Clear Body Dragapult also would not get stat lowered. If I'm understanding that correctly, right? Because would this always be Facade? No, because it wouldn't be poisoned. Oh no, this is healthy. This would be Facade Earthquake. I would love a riskless line. Those are my favorite kind of lines. Yeah, what would B be? It would be... Oh, B would be baiting everything, unfortunately. Damn. But if we U-turn into someone else, I guess we could... it's a shame we are baiting Ursaring. Well, I guess if we did a little bit more damage, it would just be going in the row, right? That's reassuring. At least you see a riskless line here. You mentioned something, though, about U-turn on Carnivine. Oh, most of these moves. Oh yeah, pretty much every move Beedrill could come in on. Like a U-turn on Carnivine. And then that to bring in that guy last. Okay. So if I were to... Yeah. Yeah, dude, I think I got into the game at a very fortunate and also unfortunate time. Every fight's a tag battle? No, that sounds fun. Okay, I will not be playing that one. I'll be playing a lot of these games, but I will not be playing that one. Every battle's a tag battle sounds like a fucking nightmare, bro. I thought these games were supposed to be fun. Okay, so if I'm a B and I pick up this kill with U-turn, where do I want to go? Partner. Okay, that's a little bit better if the partner is custom AI and you can like build your team around doing that. So clear body would not get stat dropped. We want to bring in... Who actually would we want to bring in? I gotta remember too, everyone's -1. And it's just all the best Pokemon are based on base stats. Hell yeah. So obviously primo people here are gonna be flippers and I mean, going into Delmise here would always be... You turn into Delmise would be, like, guaranteed flamethrower. That would be not terrible here. Rock Slide would eventually kill. That would be both of our shed shells. Oh, that would just be one shed shell, though. You would be baiting EQ from Ursaring. I guess, yeah, it'd be like extreme speed. This would be like rock slide extreme speed. That'd be fast kill even without poison. I assume after the chip that'd be fast kill with earthquake. Shed shell 1. Big Bird. Where's the Big Bird energy? What about D-Knight? Doesn't do enough back. What about the bird who can click close combat? Not enough. I mean, they'd kill it eventually. Earthquake, earthquake, earthquake. I guess we have emergency exit stuff too. We always got to remember that, especially if we know the move we're baiting and it's not doing too much. Who is like the biggest problem here for us? I don't think we have anyone who OHKOs Ursaring. Besides Ape. But I mean, if we'd like go here, emergency exit, have Ape pick it up. This color looks weird to me. Well, is Ape still... Ape wouldn't be faster if this guy was poisoned, and those are up. We could also lead with Ape. Ape lead guarantees webs aren't up. It just has a weird Magmortar split between Scorching Sands and Psychic, which we'd have to just like account for, and then that would be both of our shed shells from the jump, though. Damn. Imagine in the world where I bet you this guy gets Tailwind, but we'd have to teach it. But imagine they naturally learn Tailwind. We come in, we set up Tailwind. I guess we're already faster than everything on the team, so we're not really gaining much by doing that, but it'd be cool. What's a Switch AI? Only in effective moves. Must be a mon the priority that's either faster than player mon and not OHKO'd, or slower and not 2-hit KO'd. They're faster and Oko. Actually, slower to hit KO'd. Faster. What was it? If it sees one mon in the back that is faster, it's think every mon is also faster. Okay, so that's going to always be met. Faster, not O code. So it wouldn't swap into... It wouldn't swap into Ursaring. But it says it thinks all are faster, right? Faster, not O code. As long as you show everything a slow KO, you're chilling. But I think our haunch is just like a little bit short. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, because they're like a little bit short on Arbok and a little bit... Well, they wouldn't be... This guy wouldn't be faster. Yeah, a little bit short on Brave Powder or Superpower. That's a shame. With a slightly better attack haunch grow, this position is insane. Yeah, because we can come in on just both immune moves. Yeah, the annoying thing, I wish it was like a guaranteed swap. If it was a guaranteed swap, this would be easier. Or if it was a never swap, that would be easier. So I don't think we can take advantage of this, even though, well, then we'd have to have a plan for both, right? We could just rip air slashes until the cow... Or, I mean, Sucker Punch is annoying because we don't get anything free on the hit. So this would be... Arbok coming in, I believe? Which is exactly what we don't want, because we want to kill it at the end. And we can't do this with normal guy. I mean, we could lead with Polt. Just click darts a bunch of times. Polt, yeah, we already checked. Polt Life Orb doesn't get there. But I mean, we could still do that, and then webs. And then who's Polt baiting naturally? Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I bet our... I guess the problem is Ursaluna getting parried, full parried. If we want to hold zoom lens to make sure we don't miss. I was going to say if we could use the Luna to lock into that. Rock Slide Extreme Speed. They would bait in... It's always Sands? Undertow? No, it's not that because that's Outspeed Oko. That's not Outspeed Oko, so this would be Earthquake. If we lead with Arcanine and accept that it's going to go up... I mean, I guess we don't want to... If we're going to lead with someone who is an ape, we would like to not have to waste a Shed Shell on it. I mean, if we do... Again, if we lead with bait, we can pick our next bait. It just... The rest of the fight becomes so fucking annoying. Because we just have to constantly have webs up. I'm surprised there's not a webs thing over here. The constant tweaking is annoying. Which has surprised me why this... I guess I see why the puzzle's interesting, but it surprised me why this is one of your favorite fights. I hate fights like this where you have to constantly tweak the calc. Like that goddamn Raboot that changes types and has their Mystic Seed proc. Maybe baiting a Magmortar into something. But you said you did with head smash in the back. U-turn chip on bear, any good? Oh yeah, what were we seeing that B baits in? Outspeed Oko, slow kill. Because the annoying thing is that it's a random move. Yeah. It's kind of the pain in the ass part of that. Wait, actually, it would just be... No, because we're showing fast kill. Yeah, it'd be random move. I mean, that would do a decent amount, and we could pick it up fairly easily. Facade, Earthquake, Crunch. We could use our exit. Doing that little damage could get us back in pretty safely. Any of our ghosts are not going to like that. Facade, Earthquake. I mean, like, a first impression would already just pick that up. Nah, but we don't want to do that because we need a shit show on that guy. I mean, we could fucking do the usual U-turn here on the random move, go into Earth's Ring. I would assume... Oh, well, once it's poisoned and we're webs, I assume we're slower. That's insane that we're still faster. That's so dumb. That's incredibly dumb. Because we could go... Yeah, use our emergency exit on the random move, U-turn, and then come back in and U-turn again. Or if we stay in, we're baiting... we just show KOs down the line. We do show KOs down the line, so we'd be baiting Magmortar, who we actually can't kill. So then if we U-turned out... Ghost type shows... And you can't be stat dropped. Ghost type could be knockoff into B. B, that's probably like the least enjoyable thing we want. At this point, it would be Earth's Ring, and that's dead. So outspeed, out damage. Outspeed, out damage. This would be Psychic from Magmortar. Which, who is the problem with the Haunch bait? Psychic from Magmortar, we'd go here. The problem was going into Arbok. Haunch doesn't get any move here. Doesn't have some secret ground type move that we're missing out on. Would Hurricane show KO? Nah, it doesn't do that much. Wonder if, well, we're slower than this Arbok. Hunchcrow is fairly slow. For a bird, you think they'd move a little quicker. It's a shame we didn't have knockoff here. I guess there's nothing we could do. Oh, we should have kept Whirlwind. Hey, thanks for bobbing through, Aaron. Tight end, Moonman. Tease the run and bun too. This guy should get Rock Tomb. Or I guess any of the moves that don't miss wouldn't help us here. Yeah, going in on Psychic. Okay, is there someone who could just like take Psychic? Because this guy will be locked into it. We won't really care. Again, such a shame that Polt can't pick it up. Terra Emerald. I need someone to make a mod of a different generation. Now, what's the toxic bugs on the Ursa? Also, what up, hey guys? Damn, I wish we had one other dark type. Takes up twice the rate. Interesting. So you can just more easily just wait it out. I know we can kill this guy. Interesting. Yeah. Damn, truly if we had a better dark type, this would be a million times easier. Going into, I guess we can choose, we don't have to choose to go into this guy, right? Who would we prefer? We got into something like Luna, though, that's like showing slow kill. Damn. Ursa Luna is probably the guy. I mean, we want Ursa Luna to pick up a kill somewhere. We don't have anyone who could swap out for free baiting T-Bolt. But I mean, no, we probably want to keep Ursa Luna as healthy as possible for this Arbok. Let's see. We do get to choose a free bait here. Mons who can freely get out of a free bait. Flamethrower might be maybe a better move to bait than Psychic. Flamethrower, we go into this guy to pick up the kill slowly. Slow kill from Aquatail. No, because we outspeed Oko. We also outspeed Oko there. So not the guy. Okay, but Mon's showing shit on Flamethrower, right? So we still have both our shed shells in place. What up, Noel? Both our shed shells are still usable here. And I think this is probably going to be our best Meg Mortar bait, right? I think we also have to remember, I guess we could do it this way, that we're going to be slower because of the rocks. But I mean, if we're taking flamethrowers, we really don't care. We could go Primarina. Can we take like 2 crit flamethrowers plus Magma Storm? Doing a tournament for shits and giggles. Let's go. Ultimate tournament? We take the hit. We'd flip turn. Could we do that? We flip turn into B, who I will U-turn when to pick it up. And this would show fast kill in both of these, so just go into Arbok, which we really wouldn't want. Nah. This, there's a lot of flipping. And Beedrill picks that up. Beedrill, at some point we want Carnivine to come in. Could we do this just right there then? Instead? Like use one of our shed shells to... So what's happened at this point? So we lead Beedrill, hit with move, and then U-turn to pick up the KO. Or hit with move, then it's going to bait in Ursaring, clicking random move for the KO. We're going to go into Golisopod. We're going to have it low enough that it always baits always emergency exits. We go back into B-drill, U-turn again, then we get to pick our bait. So once we pick our bait, we have only mag mortar. We have sticky webs up, and we have only mag mortar and galvantula dead. So if we could bring in someone who always baits exclusively Leaf Storm, Leaf Blade, that would be pretty pog. You're gonna be slower, right? Because webs. Can the frog do something? Slow kill, but I mean this is fast kill. Leaf Blade, Leaf Storm, we're cool with both of these. And we'd be slower, so we could go here, frog with Shed Shell, go back into B, then U-turn again. Fuck. B-drill picks up how many in this fight? Toad would bait in Carnivine, not clicking a sleepy move. Yeah. I just have to keep hitting that U-turn button. Me, when I'm a driver who's terrible with directions, U-turn, U-turn, U-turn. So then killing that would be... B would be, well, I think I'm doing the mental math of all the Magma Storm turns, plus if we go like Drill Run, Leech Life, we'll be back up to full-ish after Galvantula. Because we're only taking Magma Storm damage. Like Leaf Blade crit. Is there someone who baits just specifically Leaf Storm? I mean, we could always go like pre-damage as well. But I think anything that baits one is... Oh! That's not going to work because Magma Storm damage. No, because Magma Storm will do. Magma Storm does 1/8. I mean, that would be more likely Leaf Storm. There probably is somebody who always baits this, right? Maybe we do... Yeah, we should probably do this with Blastoids then. Just keeps the range cleaner anyways. I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't bait any of these other motherfuckers. Yeah, I guess the thing having the ground type makes that... We'll just go with Seismitoad. Like, I think we're fine with the numbers. We can change it if it's not fine with the numbers, actually. But we go into B, then... If we kill straight up, we'd be baiting this guy. But if we kill U-turn, it's only Arbok and Magmortar left. If we go into this guy, this is baiting Psychic. No. Well, they show slow kills on both of these, so I guess it would go into Magmortar, clicking Psychic. Which, what do we gain from that? I mean, save a slot. We could go into Haunch. Back all the way to Haunch. And then... we don't really gain much from that. Killing the Magmortar is just kind of annoying. Does Toad... I mean, we could also use the Seismitoad to kill this Magmortar, right? What do you bait from this guy? Well, they'll probably get glared, which is kind of annoying. They wouldn't set up with Coil. Actually, Coil makes them not die. Yeah. So maybe they would do that. This would never swap into Arbok in front of Seismitoad. So we could just waste turns with Seismitoad until it's always has How would we waste turns with Seismitoad? I guess we'd click like Sludge Bomb. Yeah, we could waste turns with Seismitoad until... Or I guess we go like Mudshot because we're going to already be -1. We could go like Mudshot, and then pick up the kill with Earthquake. Because we'll be taking T-Bolts and it would never go into Arbok. And then... So that we're always dead to an attacking move. Or is there someone who owns this Arbok? There's no like non-miss ground type move. It'd have to be like Zoom Lens, this guy. Are they dead to double crit? Ah, just like getting parried is so sketchy, right? Getting parried is so scary. We'd need who would ever finish this off to... Like a pre-status with a zoom lens, but we'd have to come in on something that we're immune on. I guess that's the kind of the thing where we want, if we can get this Carnivine in later. Yeah, maybe we want to do that a little bit later, right? Instead of U-turning into the Seismitoad here, we want to U-turn into something that baits... We just don't have an easy way to take care of this Magmortar. Because if we had an easy way to take care of the Magmortar that could bait in... Wait, do we have someone who baits Magmortar? Wait. Is Lil Bro cooking? Because if you have something that baits in the Magmortar, clicking T-Bolt, then we go into Seismitoad, who Seismitoad here is going to obviously kill this. It'll show kill onto that in the back. Wouldn't show outspeed 2-hit KO here. So I guess this could swap into Carnivine. But then we would just do the same thing again? No, but then we wouldn't be able to kill with a U-turn. Is there any... Can I teach you Ice Punch? But we wouldn't, because the webs are up, we wouldn't be showing outspeed 2-hit KO. We'd just be showing slower 2-hit KO. Okay, any other ground types that aren't named Ursaluna? Is that actually our only other ground type? Yauchi? Because, I mean, this guy is doing the right thing. Oh, Mamoswine. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Terrible Attack Mamoswine. Ooh, that actually is the exact answer here, right? Because if we go... the only problem is we need a Pokemon that always baits T-Bolt still, and this is both of our Shed Shells. I don't think we have any flippers who bait T-Bolt. Or, oh, what about you? Can you bait T-Bolt? Is this our line right here? Or can we just do what we were going to do with Seismitoad with this guy? So... B clicks move, attacks, then clicks U-turn, kills this guy. The only thing they can bait in is Ursaluna. Ursaluna, random move, we go into this guy. We U-turn out, we go into this guy that procs emergency exit, we go back in the Beedrill, we click U-turn. We go into Basculin Legion, who's going to be... Well, let's get rid of this orb. I guess we could go Life Orb even on them. We have the ability to use an item. So if -1 speed, this guy comes in, that's outspeed Oko with T-Bolt. definitely after Magma Storm Chip. We can guarantee that for sure. So this would always be T-Bolt. We could swap into Mammoth Swine on the immunity. Then the important part here. Mammoth Swine is showing slow Oko against Arbok, and is showing they're going to be -1 as well. Slow Oko against this, so this should never swap. Fire Summon and not O-code. Yeah, so both Mammoth Swine can hit both of these for killer damage. So Mammoth Swine will come in for free. Then Mammoth Swine with a Shed Shell. They're going to come in for free. They're going to kill this with Earthquake. Then this will bait in Carnivine, always hitting with Leaf Blade or Leaf Storm. Main, more important thing that they're always attacking. It goes into this guy. They take the hit. They kill with U-turn. We're able to U-turn into Ursaluna. This would be pre-statused Ursaluna, pre-poisoned Ursaluna with Zoom Lens. Who, even if this does boost defense, still picks up with Earthquake. I think that's the line. All right, let's check some HPs though. Hell yeah. Thank you for reminding me to look at my box and remember Mammoth Swine fucking exists. Hell yeah. Pod, Citrus, Basque. These fights really get fucking confusing that you really need to like write out the entire line. Oh, do we actually have another slot here too? I always forget with megas that I keep both in there. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's run this through. Turn 1. B clicks Drill Run. And then Galvantula is always going to Sticky Webs. First turn out, +9, +12. Highest damage, there's nothing that kills. So highest damage is 8. That's always Sticky Webs. And we know Sticky Webs is dumb as shit. Low speed to ground up foes by 1 on switch in. Okay. So, B clicks Drill Run. We just want to heal as much as possible with Leech Life. Bug clicks Webs. And then turn 2, B KOs with Leech Life. Then we look at our baits with B. B sees fast kill on Magmortar. Sees, this would be non-poisoned healthy Earth Ring. This sees, oh, and it's going to take the burn damage, I mean the poison damage the turn after, so it just fucking dies. Sees will this matter? Because we're going to click U-turn here. If we crit kill, yeah, no, I'm trying to think if there's it would, okay, yeah, because it would just proc at the end of the turn. That makes sense. It would just I'm just trying to think if there's a scenario where we get fucked by a crit. But no, if U-turn crits and kills, we just go into our bait that we've planned, and this guy just gets to chill. If we crit and don't kill, it's not going to die until the end of the next turn. It's still going to swing, and then we just go back in here and we do the U-turn. Yeah. What's the HP we need to be at? Because we're going to be... B will be baiting... Well, do we want to Leech Life? I think maybe we don't want to Leech Life because we want to make sure it's never clicking Toxic Orb. Well, how much do we take from Magma Storm? I guess is the better question. Because if we're at full and we take Magma Storm damage, will we still be always dead to a move? 204 divided by 8. 25. Yeah, okay, never mind. We can still leech life. And we went through and checked all of our baits. Because it's outspeed Oko, outspeed Oko, outspeed Oko. Yeah. And then bear comes in. Bear clicks U-turn into pod. Bear clicks random move. So we need Glissapod to... They will not be poisoned yet. Glissapod needs to be able to exit on 28. So we go 49% and then 28. So that is 138. 138 HP from pod. Earthquake will always do 28. That's not how math works. $139. Save 1 HP. Always going to proc emergency exit. This is going to go back in the B. B's going to take another turn of that. B's going to get hit by webs. Somehow, some way. Quick feet. Ursaluna is still slower. Thank goodness gracious. Exit. E exit. B back in. Turn 3. B KOs with U-turn. And then we're going to go into Bascue. Bascue's going to take Magma Storm damage, so this is what we need to check. So Bascue's going to get speed dropped, of course. And then they're going to take Magma Storm damage. How much do they take for Magma Storm? 290 divided by 8. 36. 290 minus 36. That is correct. So Bascue Legion will always be dead to exclusively T-Bolt. They will be sitting at a fresh 245, 254, 369. Damn you fine. This will always be T-Bolts. Oh, actually, kind of having webs up makes this fight easier, Cope. Okay. This is, again, we're just double checking. This is slower out damages. And then this is outspeed Okos, but this sees outspeed Oko first. So this, and we're going to be already guaranteed dead to it. So this is going to be T-Webs. Yeah. T-Bolts. So on that guaranteed T-Bolt where ghost type doesn't matter what's going on here. So we're going to swap into Mammoth Swine. Mammoth Swine's going to take no damage from this. Important thing about Mamo, shit shell. Important thing about Mamo here is that Mamo is immune to that move, of course, but Mamo, and let's make sure we're not dead to knockoff. Mammoth Swine shows 2 kills in the back, so Swap AI will not proc. Because Mammoth Swine, you know what I just realized? We have to worry about Intimi from Arbok as well. If this was Guts or Saluna, that'd be even better. Can we swap around who's doing what? Or can we do the swap maybe later? We'll circle back to this because that doesn't get, and we also have an additional slot still left, right? So we could always like bring a backup plan. There's probably a way to just make sure this works. Anyways, where were we? Mammoth Swine's important here. Then are going to use up our first Shed Shell because they show slow kill here. They show slow kill here. And they also show, this is going to be -1 speed, show slow kill here. So they'll be able to not force swap AI. We'll look at this one more time. AI must be only choosing effective moves. There must be a Mon in the AI's party that is either faster than player Mon and not O-code. So that's just not true. Or slower, not to A-code. So that's not true. Swap AI won't trigger. So Mammoth Swine will be able to come in, and this is a guaranteed 1 hit. Yeah, we'll kill with Earthquake. Then this guy won't get in because they're slow dead. Carnivine will see a fast kill because we're -1 from the webs. This will always be Leaf Storm. On that, we're going to swap into B. Leaf Blade crit plus all the terms of Magma Storm they've taken will not be enough to kill this. We will then kill with U-turn. This is Mammo's kill on the Magmorty. Okay, so then here is where we end up. So we still have an additional slot here. We have an additional slot because what we wanted to do is U-turn into Ursaluna with a zoom lens, but they're going to get intimidated. Do they really... Wait. Did I already calculate this? Did they pick it up through the Intimi? Damn. Okay, this Ursaluna guy is fucking nuts. So then this is Ursaluna with zoom lens and pre-poisoned to not be able to get... Oh, I guess they don't pick it up if they coil. Would they coil here? If the moves boost physical stats, checks AI has a physical attack move and no special attack moves. It's treated as defensive setup. If AI is slower and 2-hit KO'd by the Pokemon, yeah. Hit British metal ban Lacuna Coil. What? If AI is slower and 2-hit KO'd by the player mon. So there is a chance it would click it. Nah. Lacuna Coil. Goo Lagu. Yeah, so there is a chance it could click it, but then I guess that's what... No, well, we need zoom lens, right? I'm from the data music as well. They take the here. Well, I think we just win, though, right? It would have to be like a crazy series of events, right? It would have to be like Coil into Aquatail crit. I thought there was something in the AI that, like, if it knows it's dead, but is there a way to 100% do this safely? I think there's not, because then we have to, like, avoid other shit. I think, like, this is the way. Maybe there's something I'm missing, though. If someone could, like, slow flip or, like, hit 2 never missing moves. But none of the non-missing moves really do shit to Arbok, right? Because it's like steel moves, flying moves, fighting moves. Hairy Mama. Spam this taxi to be a tabaxi. Yeah, we do have another slot here, though. Or there's not like a special attacking ground typer that can do this. I mean, everyone's going to be... Well, most mons are going to be slower, too. You can't have me. Because we do... It's like... How long does Future Sight take the proc? Damn, Slowking, like, almost always wins this, too? That's incredibly funny. We just need someone like Slowking. Big Bertha. Tort? Does Tort have Earth power? Big Berth appearance. Can I do this with +1 defense just to see what's the color I'm looking for? That's the color I'm looking for, but it looks similar to the color that I'm not looking for. I was going to say we could do this with U-turn, but if U-turn misses, Beedrill just dies because of that. I mean, we have to get cosmically unlucky for this to go poorly, right? Bethidus. Crystal Beth user. Don't they have those in JoJo's? So, what would have to happen? Yeah, it's just a shame we get hit with the Intimi, right? And the problem is, what we want to have zoom lens on here. We do have another shed shell that's open, but B. I mean, is there somewhere else we could go? Somewhere only we know? Is it better to just do this with Slowking? But like crit gunk shot. Oh no, we're like fucking dead to that. I think it's just Ursa Luna and we don't miss. Or we don't get coiled on. Okay, so what it would have to be like coil. What a sentence. No, what is that? What does that mean? We don't have like a slow flipper. He got stabbed? Oh, shit. Sanchez got marked. Really don't have a slow flipper who could survive this. Don't people say he's kind of, not that anyone deserves to get stabbed, let's preface it with that, but don't people say he's like kind of a dick? I heard that recently, that people like, he's kind of an asshole. There's like that Onion article about like guy being an asshole in a Mark Sanchez jersey found out to be Mark Sanchez. I bet if we had Earth Power, this would kill. Pepper sprayed a guy for parking an alley to deliver food. What a, yeah. What a charmer. I really wish there was just a way for us to avoid us not getting hit by move, but also avoid getting intimidated. Because poison residual damage is just so much. I mean, if we come in on a gunk shot, right? Played for the Jacks. Oh, the actually a Philly quarterback. Who was? Didn't we? Was he a backup in Philly for a bit? Who was the Philly quarterback by year? Who am I remembering that was like a weird backup we had? Oh yeah, Mark Sanchez. Yeah, no, Mark Sanchez was a backup in 2014, 2015. Vince Young? I forgot. Kevin Cobb, yeah. AJ Feely, what a name. Also, yeah, my favorite quarterback / coach, Doug Peterson. Carson Wentz. Poor Carson Wentz. Barson Bentz. Jesus Christ. I guess if we go into someone who guaranteed baits gunk shot, with a shed shell? Does that always win? Because I assume if this +1Ds were fine. Okay, is there someone who baits gong shot all the time, party all the time? You need to get rid of this heart. That dark memory, Jesus. Now that's the question. I guess they take one less turn. I think this will probably work. So if I am Primarina, this would always be gunk shot for a fast kill. We have shed shell. So we just have to do the math that crit gunk shot, it would be crit gunk shot. We don't take poison damage or magma storm damage if the fight ends. So we just need to survive crit gunk shot, magma storm, crit aquatail. And poison damage, I guess. Which I guess both can miss as well, too. Prim shed. Should go get that clip. Clip that. Actually, let's do this with Breloom instead of a Pokemon we actually really love and care about. Okay, so then this would be gunk shot always. This is the numbers we need to know. Oh wait, that's crit. That's still dead to it. Cool. Okay, Ursaluna, are you tanky enough? So this would be 74 plus magma store damage to Ursaluna. Big bulky boy. Gonna take a lot because we have a big health pool. 37. And then poison does 1/16. I always forget how much poison does. It does say 1/16, but I'm always worried that like it's a generational change thing. It's one of those stupid things I hate calcing around, but I mean I can literally just go out and see. And we only need to know how much it does the first turn. Poison does 1/16. 302 divided by 16 plus 18. Then Aquatail crit. 150. I think we survived that pretty handily, actually. 74 plus 37 plus 18 plus 150. Cool. Pretty handily is maybe an overestimate, but you get what I mean. Cool. I think that's a line that works. Hell yeah. Bow, ba da da dum, bum, bum, bum. B leading the fight with Gliscopod second. Oh, Gliscopod was fifth in that fight. Crazy. Beskid Legion. Mamoswine. Breloom. Ursaluna. Ba-da-doom. Are you still under leveled? Nah, actually up to the level. Bursabooma. Spam this taxi to murder Maxi. Shed shell for mammoth swine. You don't need any item. I can give you a citrus in case we need to use you for some shenanigans. Let's go citrus. We need the other shed shell. Did we only use one last fight? I think we did. We did. Shed shell on mammoth swine. Shed shell on enoki mushroom. Zoom lens. Cool. Ah. What's the other thing we needed to we need the pre-poison Ursaluna, citrus, Basket Legion, shed shell, zoom lens. We need the pre-poison Ursaluna and we need the pre-damage pod. Set slot HP 139. Oh, sorry. It is pre-damage slot to 139. We just need to remember to pre-poison before we start the fight. Terrifying, terrifying, terrifying. Actually, Basket Legion having no item, was that important for not baiting knockoff from... we can keep no item on that. The most dangerous fucking move in this shit. Knockoff. I guess shit shell becomes less important after these fights. But I mean, obviously for Tabitha and Maxie not having 2 means like 40 more sacks, I would assume. Sick bike movement. Damn. Okay, but look at that. Look at these lines. Look at these lines. A little bunny hop in there for swag. Little bit of missed the staircase a bunch of times for swag. All right. We are nearing the end. After this fight, it's only the bosses and Hell Room left. This movement, what a flash. Let's get off this fucking bike, bro. Bike'll. I hate every fight's so scary. Every fight's so scary because you're bringing all of your good Pokemon to every fight. We just need the pre-poison Ursaluna. And we game. Pre-poison slot 6. Check it one more time. Oh wait, we need to take 2 steps, right? Will poison proc on that? I don't think it will. Okay. B, citrus, non, shed, zoom. 20-minute best of 3. Well, that didn't proc either. Oh, that's not the fight. We've already done that fight. That's why. Okay. Let's re-heal back up. Yeah, I'm terrified. Dude, every fight just becomes so scary. I mean, this game is full of scary fights. And as soon as you start getting into late game shit, it's like every fight is a wipe fight. Missing things become so much more important. Even though I guess I did fuck up the line yesterday, but we don't need to talk about that. Alright, let's game. Balbantula. Turn 1, we Mega Evolve and click Drill Run. Because this thing is always going to be Sticky Webs. We don't want it to do a lot of damage. Cool. Alright, webs are up. Then we are going to leech life. Cool. Now this should always be Burst of Luna coming in because we show fast KOs against everybody else. Cool. Bearsering. This is going to be random killing move. We are faster. We're going to click U-turn. And for a Magma Hideout Classic, U-turn into Golisopod. Speed drops. Facade. Berry procs, we emergency exit. Go back into B. Loudest cry in the west. We're calling a sticky web. This is going to get its toxic John going, and we're still going to be faster. B is crazy. All right, then we're going to kill with U-turn. So, Galvantula is dead. Ursaring is about to be dead. We're going to kill with U-turn and go into Basket Legion. Because Basket Legion will be shown fast dead to Magmortar. Yeah. And then we're going to go into this guy. They're going to get caught in the webs. Cool. Magmortar is only ever going to click T-Bolt here. So we're going to go into a Boop. I mean, if that wasn't a shed shell at this point, like, not what we can do about that. They are now slowed down. This is a T-Bolt. Cool. And now Switch AI should not be able to proc because we show OHKOing both of the mons in the back. So this should always be us clicking EQ and picking up this KO. Cool. Now, we are happy for the sticky webs because the sticky webs allows this Carnivine to see a fast kill on Mamoswine. And is it ever Leaf Blade? By 1 HP, it's never Leaf Blade, which is great. So then, because we have a Shed Shell, we go into our good pal Believe. Believe, who even slower -1 in the webs as well, is not dead here. Cool. Then the turn that is kind of scary. I mean, well, this turn isn't scary because we just click U-turn and pick up the KO. Cool. Then, the possibility for us to get cosmically unlucky. You also have a Shed Shell. Cool. We go into Enoki Mushrooms. They're seen slower here. They are dead to fast kill. The reason we did this is because of Intimi. Because we would get in a really weird spot with Ursaluna if it coiled in front of it. So this is always a gunk shot KO, so we're going to go into Pete. This is Bright Powder Arbok, by the way. We have a zoom lens for it. So this is going to be... We're already slower. It's going to be Gunk Shot. You can't eat those berries, though. Not a crit. I think we're good on not a crit. And then EQ does the most damage. So we're going to click EQ. That looks right to me. Aqua Tail hits. Shouldn't be dead the crit. Okay. I think that's a dub. Because we don't take Magma Storm. I know that for sure. But I don't think we take Poison either. Yeah, okay. If we did, that would be sketchy. But we got it. Thank God we had one extra slot there. One extra slot there, making us be able to play around coil. I guess if we don't have one extra slot there, we probably just play around the coil bullshit. Or just don't play around coil. Stop flashing, stop flashing. Our bear's gonna be fine. Yeah. It was a surprisingly straightforward fight. We kind of had the pieces from the jump. It was just like, who does what? Yeah. And I mean, it was the basic formula for hideout, right? U-turn, eject, U-turn, eject. We just had like the perfect pieces. We did get a slight inspiration from chat of being like U-turning on Carnivine. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I was a little upset about the Ursaluna, but this Ursaluna, I can't say enough how much help it's been, especially here in Hideout. Like, it was exactly what our box needed, really, it seems like. Thank you, Ursaluna. Everybody say thank you. Cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, there's been a couple of fights where it being on nerve. Actually, there's just that one fight where it being on nerve stopping the damage reduction berry, but... Ursaluna killed after Intimi, but there was a world where... Because Coil, I think, would just be +6 there. I think there's a world where it, like, coils and then, like, Aqua Tail crit fucks us. Okay, it won't set up. That is good. So I could have just done that. Oh, and Ursa. Ursa was showing slow kill. Is that like in setup general? Player Mon can KO. Okay, cool. Okay, so then I could have just done that. Sometimes I forget to read the general setup thing because I was down here looking at defensive setup. I was like, this doesn't say. Yeah. Yeah, so we could have done that with 5 Pokemon then. Yeah. For some reason, I thought, too, there was a setup quirk where it was like if the AI could, if clicking the setup move would make them not die, but I'm probably getting that confused with Shell Smash. Yeah. Where it sets up if it doesn't die, not that setting up would save it. Anyways. Bless Beyond. I feel like I will be getting a lot of help here because these paths have been walked. I've played this game before. Mega Lopunny. This would, I mean, if we do use Mega Lopunny here, that would have to be a U-turn thingy. What were we going to do for Blapion? For Flappy Bird? Oh, wait, the guy who it can't blow up in front of. Duh. I was like, I remember we had an easy answer. Blast, Hitmon, Yanni, No Laurel, Snorlax, Victory Teens, Mega Absolence. Mega abstinence. I can't believe they put abstinence in the game. Cool. I feel like this will be the only part of the plan that's easy. Yeah, I'm trying to have better posture, but I get so locked in that I'm just kind of like leaning all the time. I gotta like remember to put my back against my chair. Okay, if we do this, what do we... Outspeed Oko. Not outspeed Oko. Would this go into Yamaga? Yeah, mega slow kill with air slash. I mean, that's just like hella annoying though, right? Or could we have someone who comes in on like Earthquake Stone Edge? The fucking murks this guy. The mod that was really good the last time we were here was Grand Ball. Believe that was our guy last time. For shits and giggles, what does Megalopunny like here? Like, what does Megalopunny see? Obviously, fake out, double edge the kill. Outspeed Oko. Dead the slow kill. This thing's fast as fuck. Outspeed Oko. So this is just the same thing of getting, yeah, mega air slash. If we... Here's a question. If we spend a scale to boost attack on Pult, that's... Does it show? That doesn't help with that. Nah. It would just not be... It would just actually show kill here, and then nothing would change. Oh, go back to what you actually are, Dragapult. You're good, but you're not that good. Show your true nature. There we go. Well, who takes care of Yanmega? A turtle? A dog? A dog that doesn't want to get flinched? You know, give me suggestions. I feel like fights like these are the ones where people have seen these fights a million times, so the suggestions are like super useful because like this, everyone has a general script. I just haven't watched a lot of people play Run and Bun, so I'm going to take longer to cook this naturally without any suggestions. Might get me cooked on the right path. Hitmonlee, yeah, Mega, and Snorlax. Yeah, that does seem kind of painful. So Victini has to be, obviously Victini has to be out of the way in some capacity because this would just show slow kill. Fernape has to have fake out pressure, or it has to be the end of the fight, I guess. You need Lorb and they come in off a flip. Yeah. Yeah, so you basically need to finish the fight this way. Damn. Yeah, I can imagine how that can be a little difficult to get going. That is funky. Okay, cool. That's a good piece to keep in mind. Okay, then this goes back to, okay, do we have leads that can... Who else can lead this fight? Mega Lopunny can, but that's our Mega there, and it baits the same shit. Because Mega Lopunny is fast as fuck, boy. Other mons who can lead the fight. I mean, it would have to be something that breaks Sash and Oko's, or can't get boomed on. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a better opener, which, I mean, that just completely rules out that option then, right? Because this is always... I mean, we could pre-damage to bait Hitmonlee. Or... Wait, actually. Could this be Absol's second? Yeah. Which kind of might be sick, right? Yeah. And we don't outspeed Oko. Also might need Gmo stats. Yeah. That actually looks kind of convenient. But we would need to... We're afraid of Swords Dance in that scenario, though, right? We don't have... We'd have to have something that, like, guaranteed kills with priority. Luke? I guess, yeah, you own this motherfucker. His double crits is scary, though. Yeah. Yeah, no, I got you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because yeah, I like when we change Mega Evolutions and do fun stuff. I don't like when they do it. So it's Sucker Night Slash. And this would be 2... So it'd have to be double high roll Night Slash crit. I see what you're saying. Oh, but no, it's not gonna. It'll do this, that, right? But again, like you're saying, it's not 1000% safe. Like dead to double crit. But damn, that is pretty fucking good. Or it's a 50-50 between Sucker as well, right? It could Sucker. Sucker means we get in for free. I don't know. That does seem kind of sick. How easy does the rest of the line get? Let's just see. Like with our box. So then it would CC, it would drop. Oh, I guess it's just like always dead to double crit though because of Magma Storm. Yeah. We heal basically back up to full. Would bait. Fast kill from that, right? Fast kill, bolt strike. Wow. Do all these drop stats? What the fuck is Victory Star? I mean, regardless, this seems nice guy getting the manga out of the way early. Base 180 power. Woof. Ah, better accuracy. Do we have anyone who just owns this Absol? Fast as fuck, boy. The fuck? Well... that's annoying. That is annoying that the Gallisopod's a 50-50, right? Because if we always knew it was Night Slash, then we could go emergency exit, get B in here. Well, then... how does Sucker Punch AI actually work? Okay, no, it's just that. I was going to say we can't use B here. Being able to kill with first impression every time is crazy, though. What's the priority? That doesn't beat Sucker Punch, right? Hey, Kitty Bug, thank you for the huge raid, homie. Hope your stream went well. We are planning for Tabitha, and we are crying. We are tempted to go for the risky Primarina line, but we shall not. So that's 2 priority. This is 1 priority. Oh, okay, so if we could somehow get Gallisopod in without emergency exiting, then we could just immediately kill Absol. Did stairs rivals. Let's go. Hype. We stay not wiping. I guess this is probably one of those situations where you argue for Mach Punch Ape. No, that actually doesn't even get anywhere fucking close. All right, what are we going to do about Absol? I think we used Grand Bowl last time, if I'm not mistaken. Can Mian Shao do one good thing? No, of course not. Of course not, bro. Yeah. There's a reason this Mian Shao still has not gone past level 58. I think the only thing they've done was be Repel Manip for Vampire. So, I mean, that's good. They got us the Dragapult, and that's the best thing they've done. Even the Slowking has done way more than that. Same thing with Rabambi, dead to 2 crits. Mega Absol is just so fucking fast. Or could we go to something on the 2 dark type moves, then go to something on the CC that either doesn't mind taking the CC or just like owns it from that point? Luke can't take. Luke would get fucking murked by the CC. Yeah. But I mean, they could bait it. It's just, we're going to be low on shed shells from the jump, which is not what we want. I mean, we could just throw Hariyama to the dogs and pray he doesn't get fucked up. The biggest cope of my life. Standard for us to be sacking Mons and Tabitha. I forget if I think maybe we sacked Grand Bull last time and maybe one more. Obviously, no sacks would be great. but I don't think that happens. We could do that hella risky Primarina line. Well, what if we do... Could we do both of those there? Where we do Golisopod here. If it is Night Slash crit, we can safely do the version of the Primarina line. If it's Sucker Punch, we just kill with First Impression. And then what is that bait? Air Slash Fast Kill. I think it'd be really hard to plan two branching fucking paths here. But does Arcanine win that? It would always be Giga Drain after if they could take the 2 crits plus the Magma Storm, but that would be both of our Shed Shells there, right? How brave does the Luna have to be? Luna is brave, but they are unnerved. Yeah. They are brave, but not brave. Yeah. Unintentional bravery. Yeah. I mean, it's still... I complained about hitting it and it being a nerve. The one fight... Oh, wow. I've tried to focus my camera and I focused it out of focus. The one fight with... in Hideout where it has the ground reducing damage gem, Unnerve actually was sick. And this Ursaluna has come to pretty much every fight in Hideout. It's been really, really, really good. Yeah. God. If we could confirm... Actually, couldn't we just wait for Golisopod to get exited? I wonder... I guess it just gets sketchy if Magma Storm gets us to a place. But there's probably an HP where we could guarantee Golisopod getting exited. Which then would let us go into Primarina safely. Who then, it would always do this CC. This motherfucker will get dropped. We'd always pick up the Oko and heal back up the full with Draining Kiss. This would always bait Bolt Strike. We're going somewhere. I like where we're thinking. Then when this would be Shed Shell 1. Then Bolt Strike we would go into question mark, question mark, question mark. Back into this guy. They die. So V-Create will trigger... V-Create will trigger Eject Pack. We don't really have many options for... I mean, you could Volt Switch here, then the V-Create, then nothing really happens. Nothing ever happens. I like where this gets us. I mean, we go to Intimidate motherfucker on the Bolt Strike. Okay, what do we want to do? I feel like dealing with the Victini, keeping the Victini in and killing it feels like an impossible task. Or, how much do you do to Victini? Damn. Because, I mean, if we go, like, here on a Bolt Strike, use our last one to go into this guy, but they don't do nearly enough with B. Someone else would need to chip it. For us to, like, do the shenanigans with B, U-turn. So if... But if we find a way to kill this Victini, then we just win. We'll kill the Victini with a flip. That's a pretty high barrier, right? Because like Hey Guys was saying before, Life Orb Infernape cleans up the fight. because Life Orb Infernape shows fast kills against all these motherfuckers. So this would just be Fake Out, CC, Overheat, CC, and we win. Okay, but it's just these two right here. I mean, it seems like this core 4 is really good here. We just need to kill Victini without Victini leaving. I mean, there's always the temptation of a sack. Still have our Mega Evolution on the table. Bolt Strike secondary effect moment. 20% power chance. Kill me. You're not always baiting. Energy Ball. That's sad. Okay, well, let's just see of Mons who can beat up Victini. We don't really have much in terms of outspeeding, though. Those options are fairly limited. Dragapult does bait Psychic. Man, they should give Dragapult U-turn back. Cope. They bait in. They would bait in that guy. I mean, we can go back to Polt on the Volt Strike. Beta guaranteed Psychic. That doesn't do much. Okay, we still need a guy who kills this guy. Or at least chips them and then lets our other guy get in. Bolt Strike make contact? Ah, but it baits V-Create. Yeah, getting this to not V-Create, not eject itself out feels impossible. Unless there's probably a mon who can take this hit. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know how we'd bait in Victini first, right? I don't think that feels possible. I'm just seeing if there is no one. Yeah, it seems like all the moves we want. The mons who can do chip. It's just always going to be creating Vs. Pause. What is B-bait? B-bait's not that. Yeah, it seems just like not possible to do that clean-ass line from there. And Victini really doesn't have its special defense as its weak point, I guess. There's no way to get rid of... Yeah, how would we even begin to do this? Yeah, because I don't see anyone else who we can lead with. I mean, U-turn doesn't do that much, right? Someone else has got to show slow kill, right? Well, that's outspeed Oko. That's slow kill, yeah. So that would never bring in that. being psychic. Going back into Bolt on the Bolt Strike. Nah, even completely juicing Bolt doesn't get there. I mean, still this seems like a decent-ish position. Like, we don't need to just completely rock it from there. Like, there's probably a world where Luna can just rip some shit, right? What would come in against the Luna? Outspeed, out damage. Outspeed Oko, probably? Could Ursaluna just kill Himonle here? I'm seeing that bait, right? Because this, so we get hit with a V-Create. We're obviously slower than this. It's gonna see fast kill with low kick. It's not gonna know that we have a fucking high horsepower coming straight down mid to kill it. But are we dead to... Well, no, we could just have a Citrus. Because we would proc that before Magma Storm. And then this would be like Yanmega. Do we have someone who wins a slow 1v1 against Yanmega? Is there someone else who can do this, who baits in a better Mon that thinks they're getting one up on us, but instead is just getting fucking murked? Well, you can't come in on Bolt Strike. Nah. Because of the para. Who just, like, does not care about the moves Victini has? Anyone who's just completely unbothered? Oh, what about this guy? You could come in on the Bolt Strike. Problem is, like, para here, and they don't do enough damage back to Victini. Because this would be Shed Shell 1. And then we'd need, like, our other Shed Shell Mon to be able to, like, come in on Psychic and bait Energy Ball. Bolt Strike power chance is a nightmare. And if we like use Rock Tomb on it or something that would eject pack, then that sucks. Tort, you got some like secret move you want to share with the class? Damn, Rock Tomb would be crazy good there. What about our other turtles that don't get hit by anything? I mean, this Dreadnought would probably be the guy to... but then if Psychic drop, right? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Always a Bolt Strike. There's no one who like baits. Where is Torkoal? Torkoal explodes. Yeah. I'm assuming Torkoal is going to be the same thing where the only like move that would be super good here would be Rock Tomb. Rock Smash would also do it. Natural Gift is a no-go. Why do I have V-Create over here? How long have I had V-Create over here? Sometimes the drag happens. Wonder if... Well, what are the turtles bait? Is there really no one who matches up well? Doesn't get fucking murked by this guy? I guess you... We could go Polt on the V-Create, but then the problem, it just goes back to the Yan Mega, which, I mean, isn't the end of the world, right? Yeah, we just have no other options for the lead here. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Mega Lopunny doesn't bait this. You can't fake out, of course. You can't do anything. You get booped on. I think literally he's our only option. And if we could do it with Mega Lopunny, of course, but it just does the exact same thing without spending any resources. So it's like, what's the difference? Who the fuck tried to FaceTime call me? Also, do I not have my notifications on again? Skill issue? Damn. Sad if someone followed and I keep on fucking this up during the raids. I gotta be like, hey, thanks for following, gamers. Dumbass. I gotta figure out why streamer bot's never launching. Hell yeah. Anyways. Back to the bullshit, right? Back to the bullshit. Mons with immunity. I mean, again, Ursulina could do this, right? Dead to probably crit V-Create plus 2 turns of Magma Storm. Magma Storm does a significant amount of damage to him because he's a big beefy boy. 8 plus 37. Yeah, that's a dead Ursulina. I did like where we were going with that other turtle, though. The just Bolt Strike Para scares me. It is contact. V-Create also contact? Because, I mean, Togedemaru can get a decent amount of chip here. But what is, like, Togedemaru bait, right? Hidden Power Fire, Yan Mega Fast Kill, potentially. Because you could come in, you wouldn't be able to get powered by this. You would do Spiky Shield damage. I mean, you would do Iron Barbs damage. Go Fake Out for more chip. Spiky Shield for even more chip after that. I wonder if we could do a discount version of what the clean line does. Because this would be a significant amount of damage to Victini. Because that's 1/8 Fake Out, which doesn't do that much. Another 2/8 there. Then we swap to someone who takes a V-Create. Could be this guy. Then baiting Air Slash from this one. Air Slash contact, no. I could see some sort of line there where we go... Yeah. Where can you take the crit V-create? You would only take in 1 turn of Magma Storm, so it would be like 2 turns of Magma Storm plus that. I think they would be fine to that. So then we would go here. No, so again, on the Bolt Strike, we'd go here. We'd click Fake Out, Spiky Shield, then swap into this guy. This guy would be dead to... So depending on how much damage... Oh no, we outspeed Oko. Slow kill from Mad Mega on Air Slash. We just need to make sure we're not low enough to bait Hidden Power Fire, because then we'd go back over here. Then on the Hidden Power Fire, we'd go into something like probably Arcanine. Yeah, this would already have the gem gone, so this would just be safe. Arcanine would pick it up with a Rock Slide. This would be our second Shed Shell user. This would be outspeed Oko. I guess we can't do as clean of an end game, right? And we're not dropping Flare Blitz. Oh, I guess Victini's still alive. 3 Shed Shells used. Oh, yeah, we do need the Shed Shell for that. Yeah, you're right. I was like, oh, we're just flipping out with this Primarina. No, we're not. I mean, if someone sees dead to... What were we thinking with this Ursaluna line? Oh, the problem was that we're dead to like crit V-create, even if we do pick up a kill into the Hitmonlee that comes in. What is... I mean, Ape's a good answer for the Lax. We really would just need... We don't need to have them chain, right? We just need, like, who's ever here at the end dead to a heat crash, and then Ape can come in safely. Slash, is this the only guy who outspeeds Okos? I would not be surprised. Really? Harry Mama does it as well? Life Orb Harry Mama? Okay, brother. You do you. So we could also finish the fight instead with Hariyama instead of Ape. Which is quite funny. And I feel like we're likely to bait in Lax last, right? But it would need to be baiting a Heat Crash, right? Does using 3 to kill 2 to start off the fight feel bad? Yes. It would feel better if... I mean, how else are we going to deal with the Absol? I mean, having this nice, clean way to deal with the Absol feels really nice. If we get the other opportunity and we just kill this with First Impression, what happens then? Or is this like a situation where we can get fucked with Magma Storm damage? Because I know we'd have to pre-damage to... We'd probably want to pre-damage to be dead, to eject on One Night Slash. But I imagine that low is bad. I'm just trusting that the math works there. Could we bait in anyone else? Earthquake, Stone Edge. I don't think that would make sense to do, right? Because Victini Bolt Strike seems like a great bait. What if we go... Do you bait energy balls? Well, nah. What if we go... I think we did sack a toad here last time. Could go here. Oh, we don't kill with 2 U-turns, though, which is kind of annoying. Can we survive random move? That's a little scary. Because we could go into this, bait energy ball, go here, U-turn out. If we had a ground type who could take this, do a tiny amount of chip, then fucking die. I mean, this turtle can do this. But I don't think they do enough chip, right? I mean, if we go into Electrode on the Bolt Strike, then we Volt Switch out into the V-Crate. There'd still be a Shed Shell active. We would choose ours first, and then they would pick their bait. There's no one who we can trick. It would either be a Mon who takes... Earthquake, low kick. They would bring in... If we went into Arcanine, I feel like Arcanine feels like a likely bring here. You're not faster. You are fast. Well, right away they are faster. For now. If we do U-turn into this guy, they take the V-Crate. They are baiting. Slow kill. Well, outspeed Oko. Slow and Oko, outspeed Oko. Wait, with this, if we Volt Switch into Arcanine here, this just brings in Yanmega, which is kind of the matchup we want. I guess it becomes scary, like air slash crit into beat up. Can you take the V-Crate? You could take the V-Crate. However... Die moment. Pokidoku for the meme? I can give you a Pokidoku. Boom, 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 boom. Give me two Golisopod. 2 Golisopod would be so insane. You could get so many frail Pokemon in for free. Paldea, electric type, Iron Hands. Electric type can learn Flamethrower. Let's circle back on that. Electric Dragon is Dracozolt. Paradox Paldea, that's all the Pokemon I know. We'll go Iron Treads. Paradox can learn Flamethrower. I assume the Hydreigon one can. Jugulus or Moth definitely can. Cool. Dragon Paradox. Co-ride on. Cool. Dark Paldea. We'll circle back to that. Dark can learn Flamethrower. They're a dark fire type. Hydreigon can learn Flamethrower? I'm pretty sure. Cool. Dark Dragon. Oh. Did I fuck myself? Did I fuck myself? Does the pre-evolution also have Dark Dragon? Or am I screwed? Dark Fire. Yeah, I assume it has both types. It does have both types. Sick. Electric type can learn Flamethrower. Dark type from Paldea. Dark type from Paldea. I'm thinking about all I know about the latest gen is VGC Pokemon. I mean, whatchamacallit, the Hydreigon guy here also works. British TV show. I'm pretty sure that's a dark type, but I'm not 100%. Ring Moon. British TV shows. Crazy. Let's go to electric type that can learn Flamethrower. A caster electric type. I'm trying to picture, does Raikou learn Flamethrower? I would bet they probably would. Or like an electric fire type. Does Zekrom learn Flamethrower? Electric type Flamethrower. Electric type Flamethrower. Does that stupid eel? Oh! I love King Gambit. Cool. Rotom is a great answer. Rotom kill. Rotom heat. Damn, I have never used the... The fucking oven doesn't learn Flamethrower? The oven doesn't learn Flamethrower? What? I don't think this game is very good. Overheat. I'm over it. I'm over it. That's dumb as fuck. Iron Thorns. Dragozolt. Graveler. Why the fuck does Graveler learn it? Electivire. I was right with Electros. Game sucks. Hosemed. I'd be overeating. You're just very warm. Damn. I'm very perplexed by this. This is the first time I've got a spam FaceTime call. That's new. What if I call them? I'm going to call them. FaceTime unavailable. Fair enough. Okay. Good to know. Wow, 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 wow. Live reaction to a spam. I've just never seen like a spam FaceTime call. Weird as fuck. Okay. Where were we? In the weeds? This does feel like a good spot to be in, though. Like, I guess I can use Primarina hypothetically later. Do they do anything else? funny. They gotta come up with new, fresh ways to be annoying as fuck. Other fairy types. Yeah, I guess we could also use Rabombi here, but now they're baiting Night Slash. I mean, they could get like full hit here. What is Rabombi bait? Outspeed Oko. Speed slow air slash kill. Almost worked till I realized I've already paid my dues and work with the fence. Owned as well. Is there another way we can get Primarina in safe? I mean, this probably is the only guy who can do it. Is kind of a banger. Night Slash Sucker Punch. Hype music on? This is the hype music. This would be slow kill from close combat, right? Wait a second. Who are you? Fake out, U-turn. Well, we get fucking murked by this, though. Nah. I need the chill music when I'm prepping. The hype music would be during a fight, but I need the chill music when I'm prepping. Or when I'm playing TFT to distract myself from the fact that I'm playing TFT. Damn, Night Slash that shit does so much. No, absolutely not. Fake out U-turn when it kill, right? Fake out U-turn would kill. What the fuck? That does an absurd amount of damage. What would we want out of that, though? Fake out U-turn would pick up the kill, and then you want to be dead too. Nah. Fake out U-turn, and then we get to pick our bait. Our bait we would want to pick with these 4 Pokemon left. There's not someone who would bait Invictini and win a 1v1. Luna would... Bit of fast low kick. Spending a scale and that being our Mega Evolution doesn't feel great. I don't think getting a free bait in here is great. I mean, we could fake out Double Edge. Who would this bait in? Fast V-Create, so that's not what we want. Or wait. We take a lot of damage too. Showing outspeed Oko. That'd be slow kill from this guy. That doesn't seem like a good situation to be in. Slow kill from this guy as well. I mean, if we're full health, that's slow kill V-Create Psychic. I don't know, man. There's a strong possibility we don't fight Tabitha today. Dang, 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 dang. This shit is hard. We do have a lot of, it seems like at least a couple of answers to this capsule, which is nice. Rabambi could win this if they come in on a freebie. Ah, damn. I guess that's the tricky thing of this, that it's Night Slash or Sucker Punch, right? If it was just one of them, you could pull some crazy shit like clicking Tailwind here. Being able to Tailwind here feels like it would be crazy. Does Hariyama win this 1v1? Wait a goddamn second. Wait, Hariyama might just be the guy here. No eject needed. What the fuck? I guess if they get crit CC'd. I mean, with the, they would need the eject to do this 1000% safely. And then what would they bait in? Probably fast kill, air slash, yeah. After taking the CC, it's probably fast kill, low kick. Which we could go here on. Kill with darts. Don't ever say that ever again. Kill with darts. I think if you're talking like that, you need to go to church regardless. You need to find God regardless. Could I bait in Victini? We come in on the low kick. Nah, because you would show slow kick. Even, I think, if we bump this, right? If we do bump that... If we bump that, we would bait in Victini? We would. Victini Psychic. How useful is that for us? Could go into this guy. Emergency exit. I mean, I can't stop. Well, I can stop you, but... Could... Lapani couldn't kill this guy. B would bait in, not a move that keeps it going. Damn, give Dragon Ball back U-turn. We can't play Wordle because I mean, we could, but it will spoil it for anyone who plays Wordle because I'm a day ahead of y'all. If we emergency exit into a turtle. mean, we can play it. It'll just spoil it. Just forewarning anyone. Well, I don't think that's true. Anyone who plays Wordle, if you don't want a spoiler, I gotta do this fucking off screen. Come back in like 3 minutes. I should actually remove that. It does suck. I need to continue without subscribing. Fuck you, buddy. I need to remove that or at least change my day. Anyways, gamers, let's begin. As always, as a gamer. It's an alright day to be a gamer. Rasky. I could get more letters. I could go for a little bit of a ball here. We can go Ralph, like throwing up. Not Ralph. Blank. RH. HR. Marth. Not harsh. Gonna be that. Or... Nah. Hertz. Oh, I gotta close this so Moonman doesn't give me the answer. Not crash. Could get, I mean, I should be going for the gold here, right? Oh, what about Hardy? Like, the boys. Easiest game of my fucking life, bro. I'm the Wordle god. Anyways. I think I'm the Wordle goat. Might be time to call it for today. I don't think we... I think I want to get a fresh brain on this and a fresh brain on Maxi tomorrow. Plus, more time to edit today. We're like a half hour into the big video. Don't boo me, I'm right. Anyways, gamers, appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the big raids. Damn, I've been getting a lot of big raids lately. It's been awesome. I really do appreciate it immensely. I'm going to see who else is live and jiving. Show me more. Oh, Faultier streaming. Yeah, let's send him over the Faultier. Anyways, gamers, goons, goblins, I've been your good pal. Shave is Untitled. I hope I'll see you tomorrow for hopefully Tabitha and Maxi to end off a week. That would be pretty sick. Or you can see me wipe the end off the week and I will cry and shit and piss. Anyways, gamers, I've been your good pal, Saves Untitled. I appreciate you tuning in. If you're not followed already, consider doing that because you should do that because I'm cool and sick and fun. Bye-bye.